The 2024 NHL All-Star jerseys were revealed on Saturday night and look like nothing we've ever seen in the NHL. Plus, what do we know about the Stadium Series uniforms? This is an Icethetics Flash Report for January 14th. I'm Chris. Thanks for watching. We'll start with the All-Star designs since they became official this weekend. The NHL has used the 4-team divisional format since 2016, but only used 4 jerseys twice. 2017 in LA and 2018 in Tampa. Every other year, it's been just 2 designs, and one team would switch colors if necessary for the final game. So it is nice to see the league going back to a 4-jersey setup. The other big difference this year is that they're scrapping the divisional teams in favor of a return to the fantasy draft format. 4 captains will pick their teams from a pool of all-stars. That happens on Thursday, February 1st. I wonder if the captains will get to choose their jersey color as well. The skills competition then takes place on Friday night, also with a new format. And the mini tournament itself is played on Saturday, February 3rd, when players will actually wear these jerseys. Okay, so about the designs. They're definitely unusual, but that's kind of what's called for at the All-Star game. The NHL really tries to stand out. And with this year's game in Toronto, they sought out the biggest brand name they could think of, Justin Bieber's Drew House. We last saw an NHL collaboration with Bieber for the Toronto Maple Leafs Black 3rd jersey 2 years ago. The reversible design that blended the Leafs and Drew House brands into one jersey. In my Jersey Watch season preview a few months back, I called out this unusual logo design and wondered how it would be incorporated into the larger All-Star branding. I had no idea it would become the centerpiece of the uniforms. A couple of other jersey quirks here. As seen in this publicity photo, there are chunky rounded numbers on the back and sleeves, and the nameplate in lowercase letters is centered below the number on the back of the jersey. Last time we saw this effect was in 2001, when the format was North America versus the world. The red World jerseys had the nameplate underneath. Down the sleeves, we finally have the 3-stripe Adidas motif that everyone worried would take over the NHL when Adidas started making jerseys in 2017. That never really happened. When these designs first came out on Saturday, I saw a lot of negative posts, plenty of fans looking for something, I guess, more traditional and generic, apparently, which has been common in the NHL over the years, looking at Vegas in 2022. I'm glad, though, that they're trying to do something different to get a bit of extra attention. The designs may not necessarily suit my personal taste, or yours, but that's okay. They had me covered last year with those reverse retro-inspired designs. Those were great. So I like that they're tailoring these to a different segment of the fan base. All right, let's move on to what I know about the Stadium Series. Fans have been clamoring for a look at what will be worn for the last couple of outdoor games this season. It's a 2-night event with the Devils and Flyers going first, then the Islanders and Rangers to wrap it all up. The NHL has kept things pretty quiet so far, but a few details have slipped out. I understand that some jerseys have already been shipped to retailers, and like a kid at Christmas, we just cannot resist a sneak peek. I don't know much yet, but I'll go over what I've been able to confirm from reliable reports and sources. First, let's talk reveal date. When can we expect something official? Well, once again, we just don't know yet. But can we make an educated guess based on past reveals? Here are the jersey release dates from the past 5 Stadium Series, along with the number of days in between the reveal and the game itself. Mid-January seems to be the general target, with an average of 41 days in between, or roughly 6 weeks. We are exactly in that window right now, and yet no jerseys. Unless they happen to drop right after this video goes out. But one source has told me we will not be getting these jerseys officially until only 1 or 2 weeks before the event. So, with that bad news out of the way, we can move on to the designs. There have been no real leaks just yet, which could make the reveal all the more fun because there might be something surprising in there. But we do have a few substantive reports. First, the host team, the New Jersey Devils, are going with the simplified primary logo they've been using in a lot of their marketing materials in recent years. A source who has apparently seen the jersey reports that some merch in the team's own arena store lines up, meaning a red jersey with a black devil silhouette. As far as any other details, not much we can confirm yet. But it might be worth noting that as of December 23rd, the Devils have started wearing this helmet decal with their 3rd jersey. Now, given what we know about past Stadium Series jerseys, we might expect an oversized crest and big elongated numbers, possibly something like a reverse of what the Hurricanes wore last year. And to imagine what that might look like, we can color shift this Flyers jersey from 2019. But yeah, a red Philly jersey is just going to make everyone angry, especially since the Devils are playing the Flyers. So, since the Flyers will have to wear white, what do you think of this for a color shift? I'm not saying this is what the jersey will look like, but it could if they stick to that monochromatic style from the past few seasons. Okay, on to the next game, where the Islanders are reported to be in blue, possibly navy blue, like their 2 reverse retro jerseys, but sadly no fishermen in the forecast. And for that matter, no Lady Liberty on the other side. But the Rangers are reported to be wearing white, as road teams do. As far as what we'll see on the front of either jersey, I am as in the dark as anyone, but big and bold are the trends for the Stadium Series. I really do hope to see Adidas knock it out of the park with their final set of outdoor NHL jerseys. And speaking of the Rangers, can we talk about that third jersey? Last time I checked in, we were looking at the leak, which obviously proved accurate. We got the official release on December 1st, along with the rationale for all of the design choices. The shield has rarely been seen on a Rangers jersey in their 98-year history, just a couple of seasons during the 70s, but it is fun to see it front and center again. The sleeves and socks with their matching stripes were designed to mimic headlights and taillights in a long exposure nighttime photo of the city that never sleeps. Interestingly, the red stripes are separate pieces of fabric, while the white and blue are sublimated or printed on. And what did they call it? A unique yarn dye material. Anyone know what that means? I don't. Anyway, that brings us to the hanger effect, that little pop inside the collar, which is indeed inspired by subway tile design, as we suspected. Oh look, New York subway tile signage with my name on it. Anyway, the jersey has been worn a few times and it looks fantastic. I love seeing a team like the Rangers step out of their design comfort zone and give us something special like this. Really well done. And with that, I will wrap things up, with more to come in a new mid-season Jersey Watch report. That video should arrive in February. And that's all for now. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future updates. And coming soon, episode 3 of my Mascot Mayhem series. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time.